Okay. No sound from Sagi.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Now I can hear. Yes.
Okay, all right. So we are talking about the bahu bihi, but now we also need to look how they been used. All right, there are one example given here. This one, dwanda. Normally we thought the dwanda is to do with chat and chat with to do with the noun. So according to this example, you can see it's a verb. It's not a noun. Bathed and anointed. Nahata plus the anulito. So you can put two verb and verb. When you combine, it's actually dwanda, all right? But they also you can use it as a bahu bihi also. So this refer to is a adjective. So you can put somebody who had bathed and anointed. Can use as adjective, but it itself because of the o is a nominative here. You can use as a person. So this refer to somebody who had bathed and anointed. So this is another example of dwanda. Kusala plus akusala. So kusala and akusala become kusala long a here. Kusala, kusala, and you put the ni because it's plural. All right. So let me copy the example here. I'm trying to make a text here. Okay. So this is of this word kusala plus akusala. This is also dwanda. You combine, okay? Then you put plus the ani long a because it's a plural. Right? So become kusa kusalani. So this act as adjective because it modify the kamani. All right. So this is a noun. So this means that you can see this adjective and this is a called dwanda because of the cha. So if you're going to make it, you have to put kusala and then maybe you have put the kusala and cha kusala akusala. Okay, so there's the dwanda. But this is just a raw form because we don't put as any case here. It's just a very raw form, the stem only. Okay, so this one of the example we can look at here. So we already see the tapulisa. Okay, so this is the one. Okay. Buddha Basito Dhammo. Okay. So Dhammo, the doctrine, spoken Basito by the Buddha. So in this case, this tapulisa, which tapulisa is the tatiya tapulisa with instrumental case, is as adjective to the noun Dhammo. So you got this one. Soto kamo jano. Jano is a person. Kamo is desire. Soto, to hear. So actually it's a sotum because to hear there will be a sotum, right? All right. So this one should be It should be dative. So Nagara Nigato. So Nigato is gone out. So from the town. So this should be the ablative case here. So this will be the Panchami Tapulisa. So Nagara Nigato. Right. So when you see something like this, so you just have to break the members Nagara and Nigato. Then you have to consider what is their relationship. But this is a Tapulisa, but it can be a Bahubihi because this can be adjective, but it also can be a noun here, right? So let me copy it. So I think this example is easy for you to understand. So I'll just copy it, and so we're going to do here. Okay, so if you're going to divide, it will be with the Nagala, with the long A here. So I'll copy the A here because my tablet cannot put the A. Right? So it will be Nagala is the town, from the town, so ablative case here, and then somebody departed. All right. So this is a, since this is the ablative, so it will be the number 5, the Panchamita Pulisa. Okay. So from here, this one, it can be a, so if we take it as a noun, all right, if you take it as a noun, so this will be Bahubihi. Because if you look at the meaning, all right, the town, Nagara town, and departed. So it's not just refer to the action of departed. So it refer to somebody. So if you make it this same as the Puliso, all right, Puliso. So in this case, it's Bahubihi because it refer to somebody who departed from the town. So you can see this example like this, all right. So actually, in most of the case, you notice that there's a lot of relationship between the verb, one between the word to another word, right? So then you have to figure out what is their relationship, even like this. I think the rest is quite okay, yeah. Okay, so there will be this one Kamadaraya. Guno, Guna Dano. Rich in the virtue, right? So this case for this one, so when you see this kind of sentence, so which Kamadaraya, then you have to look for the reference that we saw before, right? So which one? It will probably be this one, right? This type, Awadarana Pupapada, right? Why? Because we look at the just now the text again. Rich in the virtue, right? Guna Dano. So you compare this example, Guna Dano, and compare with the previous, the one that you learned before. Right, this one, okay? So exactly this one. So this means that when you break the sentence, you have to put the Ewa, right? This Ewa. So this one will be Awa Dharana Pupapada Kamadaya, right? So this is the example show just now. Okay. So also another one. This one refers to somebody. Okay. A lamb, a hunchback man. So it can be adjective here because it modify, qualify to the poliso. Okay. But if we are going to use it without the poliso, then it will be bahubihi because it can act as a noun by itself. All right, I think this example is okay. So we look at some other example here. Sorry, the screen is a little bit messy today. Okay, all these are small, a little bit technical, or they have a special name like upapada, tapura. Okay, so this is just a special term in Bali that maybe you come across, right? So like this upapada. Basically, it's talking about the second member of the Dutiya Tapulisa is a kita noun or the primary derivative. The first member now is an acquisitive relation. The compound is called upapada. Right. So it's talking about this one. So this one is in acquisitive case. So the first member must be in acquisitive case. And the second one must be in the kita. Kita is the primary derivative. So later we have the time we go back and study the kita again. Okay. So the first member is acquisitive. All right. So the first member is acquisitive, and then the second member is in kita. So this kind of thing is called upapada compound. Right. So I think just a technical term, and there are some more example here. Okay. I think I will skip it because I think you all can read yourself. It's not so difficult to understand. All right. So today I like to do something interesting for you all. Complex compound. Complex compound means that it is one compound and it mixes with another compound. So there are few compounds. Okay. So okay, compound as above explained may themselves either be the first or the last member of another compound, and two compounds may be brought together to form a new one, and this new one may be a member of another compound, and so on, and then transforming compounds between compounds. These compounds are mostly relative use. They are in biology. So the start to remember that the older the language is, the fewer are these complex compounds, and the later the language, the more new do they become. It therefore follows the long compounds are assigned decay, and to a certain extent attest to the relative age of the text. What you're trying to say here, compound does not happen much in the original Pali, but later, like you see in the Atthagata, the commentary and sub-commentary, there will be a lot of complex compound. Okay. Now, this one example you can see here. Okay, this is the first compound that you will see. All right, so Warana Luka Muli. So the English translation is at the copy here. Okay, so what we do is like this. This is a complex sentence, all right. First, you have to. There's a three word here. There's Warana and Luka and Mule. It's a complex compound. This means there will be one compound with another compound. So like this kind of sentence, this kind of word, first thing, if you can manage to find the English translation is easy. So if not, you really have to guess what is the compound, what is the relationship with each other. So now, mule. Mule is at the foot, right? At the foot. So that's why here is a locative case. So you got this one. This is the, okay. Mule is a locative singular, right? So at the foot. So the meaning is at the foot. Okay. Now you already got the first one. And then Warana Luka. How do they related to this mule, right? So they are the off, right? So you can see of the Warana tree. So there will be genitive case here. So you have to make it will be, so if you're going to make it will be this Warana Luka Sa Mule, right? So you can see the genitive here. So it's a genitive singular. Okay. So you already break it. So Warana Luka Mule, we divide to Warana Luka Sa Mule. So this is the first thing that you can do. You should break the last one. Means that from the third member, you take out the third member first. All right, this is number third. So after you take out the third member, so then you find the relationship between this third member, Mure, and then with this Wana Luka. So you know this genitive here. So now the next step is try to break Warana Luka. How are you going to break this word? So you have this Warana Luka. So you have to consider what is the relationship between Warana and Luka. Okay. According to the explanation here, Warna Lukasa, it itself is a Gamma Daraya compound. So it is a Warna, not this one, sorry. Warna Ewa Luka. So the relationship will be Warna Ewa Luka. Okay. So what is the so anybody, do you know what is the relationship? What is this compound? What's the name of this compound? Is it Tapulisa? Is it Gamma Daraya? Anybody want to answer? What's the name of this one? How about Jenny? What is this? Can't remember. Okay. So do you think it's a Tapulisa or do you think it's a Gamma Daraya?
I think more to Kama Dalaya.
Okay, so which Gamma Daraya?
That one can't remember.
Okay, correct. So you don't need to listen to teachers so fast, okay? So here the explanation say there's one A1, right? So we go back to the one with A1.
Number
So
6, number 6.
what? Yeah, I know what is the Pali name. This one.
Avadarana Tuba Kavada.
Yes, all right. So Awa Dharana. So you just have to, because there's a Awa for this A1, all right? So okay, so we just copy here. So this is called this one. All right. So you got one compound, Awa Dharana Kabana. And then how about this one? Warna Lukasa Mure. What is the compound name? What should we call here? This one. What is the name here? Warna Lukasa Mure. Is it
Tapurisa.
One should be
Tapurisa?
Tapurisa. Yeah.
Yes.
Genitive.
Which Tapurisa?
Genitive.
Panchami.
No. Genitive is not Panchami.
Hey. Number 6.
Don't say number 6. The Pali name, please. What's the Pali name?
Chatami.
Chata. Chata or Chatti? Yeah. Chata
Chatami.
Tapurisa. Chata Tapurisa. Okay. I think it should be Chatti Tapurisa. Yeah. I think they should be Chatti, not Chappi, with long I. Okay.
The
So
book,
now,
the book is Chatuti lah. Chatuti.
Chatuti is a dative case.
Eh?
This is not. This is genitive.
Genitive is 18. Let me see the book.
Yeah, this is Chatti. Should be this one. 6 genitive Chatti. No.
Right. Oh, genitive is Chatta.
I think the book shown it should be Chatti Tapulisa.
Book shows Chatta.
Yeah,
Chatta
Chatta or
Purisa.
Chatti. Yeah.
Chatta
Chatta or
Purisa.
Chatti. The other book, some book they show as a Chatti. All right. So by this simple example, you have this Wana Ruka Mule. So how many compounds do you have? You have 2 compounds. The first compound you do is Varnasa Lukasa Mule. So you got the Chatti Tapurisa, means with the genitive case, all right? Genitive, okay? So the second compound you have is Varana Luka, which explained as Varana Ewa Luka. So this is called Awa Dharana Papa Kama Dharana. All right. So you got 2 already. So where is the text? Where are we? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now. So this one, this is the first example. Okay, so we look for the second example. Terrified by the fear of death. Right. You see here is about who be he. Right, about who be he. Because this, if it is clarified to a person, all right. So let's call this example. Okay. You can see this symbol, okay? If it's an adjective modified to some button, then you can add also bahu bihi. Who is terrified by this fear of death? Is somebody else, all right? It's not just refer to this terrified by the fear of death. It's terrified fear of death, police soul. Like this, you can put like this, so you know. Now, how are we going to break this one? First thing when you do, especially in the commentary, you notice this kind. First thing you to do is try to break into their member. All right? Marana, Baya, Tajito. Then you find the individual meaning. All right. So this that Marana, Baya is fear, Tajito is terrified. Okay, this is the first thing you do. Take out the member, divide to 1, 2, 3, then find the individual meaning. Then the first thing you do is Marana. All you do is Marana Baya. Okay. So you put the two together. Then try to find take out the third one first, all right? So between the third one and then the earlier two, what is their relationship? So terrified by. So there will be a by here. So there will be ena, right? So if like this, what is their relationship? This is tapulisa.
Tapulisa, third one.
What's the
Instrumental.
name? Yeah, I know. What is the Pali word? I know it's an instrumental. So what is the Pali word? Tatiya, Tatiya. Tatiya tapulisa, right? Tatiya. Okay. All right. So you get this one already. Now, next one is Marana and Baya. So you have this Marana and Baya. So you break further. So what is their relationship with each other?
Dwanda,
so, Wanasa, Maranasa, Baya. Right? So that of them Baya is fear. Fear of that. Okay. So what is the relationship? Is a tapulisa. So which tapulisa? So you have to look at the case. Yeah, genitive. So genitive is a
Chati.
chati. Yeah, like just now. Yeah,
Chati.
yeah. So there could be because my this tablet cannot copy. So you got the chati tapulisa. So this means that in this compound, we'll see how many compounds. 1 and 2. The first compound is Tatiya tapulisa, and second one is the Chati tapulisa. So Marabayena Tachito. Then Maranasa Baya. Okay, so you all can follow, right? Okay, so we look at another example. So this one is this is another one. Translation or Singhali's commentaries.
Is there a third one? Is there a third one?
Which third one?
Yours Marana and Baya is a Dwanda.
Wanda?
Yeah, this is N and.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, ablative. Oh, just now here it says it's actually Marana Baya is fear of that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, no. Just now it say not this one. According to this, is a long A. Not this one. Okay, so we change it. So yeah, according to this one is ablative. Yeah, let me modify this one first. Okay, so fear of, in English we say fear of death, but in the Pali it's freed from death. Yeah. So this is not chati. So it should be ablative. So ablative is which one? Nama? Panchami. So this is ablative. Yeah. So in English we say fear. In English we say fear of death, but in Pali is a fear from death. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So these few things that we need to understand. Right? So this finished already. So you already got Tatiya Tapulisa and Panchami Tapulisa. So let's look at the next example. Okay. Okay, this one is a long sentence. Singhala Thakka Kata Pariwatam. So the English will be the translation of the Sinhalese commentary. All right. So Sinhalese commentary is Singhala. Singhala with the Atthagata. So when you see this one, the first thing you need to do is try to break down to the members. We call it the members. So there will be Singhala, Atthagata. So translation is a Parivatata. Parivatata means a turning. The meaning of Vatana is a turning. So turning is translation. So now after you break down, so you have to find the relationship with each other. So according to here, all right. So the first one you break, you take out the last one first. Parivatata you take out. So Pariwatatam and Singhala Atthagata. So there will be ya here. So this is Tapurisa. What kind of Tapurisa? Translation. Yeah, genitive. So it's a translation. So it's a translation of, all right, translation of the Sinhalese. So it should be genitive, yeah, genitive. So it's the what? Chati Tapulisa, all right? Then the second member will be Singhala Atthagata. Commentary of the Sinhalese.
Same again.
Same also, yeah. So it's also Chati Tapulisa. So this case is very easy to do because everything will be, there will be genitive case here. Okay, so this is not so difficult. So the first genitive case and second genitive case. So the first one is Chati Tapulisa, second one also Chati Tapulisa. Right, this one easy. So let's go for the third one. The one is is very long. Okay, this is the long one. Okay. So Aparimita Kala Sanchita Punya Bala Nibataya. All right. Produced by the power accumulated during the immense period of time. So like this kind of very long sentence, you find only in the commentary or sub-commentary. You don't find so long in the original Pali, like the Dika Nikaya. So that's why just now it's already explained, you know. So all these are very long. That means that it shows that the sign of decay, and also show that the relative age of the text. So this means that all these are very long one is normally you can find in the commentary or sub-commentary. So for example, for you who attend my Pali commentary, you notice that the words are very lengthy like now. All right. So what you do is, so you like this. So let's copy here. So here is easy because you got the English translation, right? So you just need to figure out what is the relationship with each other. But what if you don't have the English? That's the problem. If you don't have the English, you have to figure out. So you have the Aparimita Kala Sanchita Punya Bala Nibataya, right? So there will be Aparimita Kala Sanchita Punya, okay, Bala Nibala, okay. So now, anybody want to try? Brother Ong. You want to try?
Oh,
Yeah.
the last one is the Bala Nibata. I think
Yeah, Bala Nibata.
I think
What is the
Nibata
relationship between Bala and Nibata?
strength Nibata. I don't know. Nibata is a feminine noun.
Nibata is produce. Produce, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it says to be feminine now, but actually I don't say any feminine. But this is a verb here, produce, all right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
now
it should be
produce
the
here
Tatiya lah.
and here. Okay.
Tapurisa Tatiya.
How you know? How do you know?
Yes, power produce. English lah. Read the
Okay.
English. Power produce.
you read you read the English. Okay. Now change to Pali. All right. So how are you going to write this one?
Balena.
Balena. All right. So you balena. All right. Balena. So it's a yes, it's an instrumental. Okay. Now from the punya bala. So what is the relationship? Punya to bala. How do you modify? Bala is power. Yeah.
For a
Punya.
long time. For a long time, dative case lah.
For a long time.
Must be dative lah.
No, okay. Let's go words by word. Okay, aparimita means actually the meaning of aparimita means immeasurable because immense. Immense means that here means that aparimita means immeasurable. You know, parimita means measurable. Measure so immeasurable. Kala, what is the kala here? Time. Okay.
Time.
What is a sanchita?
Long, I think.
Accumulate. Yeah, accumulate.
Accumulated lah. Cita. Oh yeah,
Accumulate.
cita.
Yeah. All right. Punya. What is punya?
Married.
Married. Yeah. Married. What is bala?
Power.
Power.
Strength.
Okay. Nipada. Nipata is produce. Okay. Right. So between this punya and bala, what is the relationship between punya and bala? You know. So we have to think about it. So like this, punya bala. So like this, you if you don't know, so what you think is you copy the text here, punya bala, right? Punya bala. You copy and you go to the dictionary. Try to find out. Yeah,
Can,
yeah. Can. Okay, now you can see the dictionary this punya. Yeah, but it's in Myanmar, all right?
Cannot read.
Yeah. So it's talking about the power. The
Of
power that is married, the power that's married is like power and married is equal. Okay, so we look at the just now. Did you give any answer there? No, it didn't say. It didn't mention here. All right, so we can make a guess. All right, so the meaning between this punya bala. So if we can translate, is like the power that is married. Do you understand the merit? This means that our merits, meritorious deeds is our power. Meritorious deed or action is our power. So in this case, what should you put in between? You know, you can put like just now you have the what Eva or Eva, right?
Eva.
Eva, right? Yeah. The power. So if you look at here, if you want to put Eva, we go back to the text just now. See how they use the Eva. Okay. All right. So it's just like this, the wealth of virtue or something like that. Here, for example, this one is talking about this example. The virtues is the wealth, or this one, or the wisdom is the sword of wisdom. The lamp of wisdom means that the wisdom is the lamp here. So we can put as Ewa here. This is the possibility. But another one is possibly you did this Sambhawana. But Sambhawana is more special because there will be Hutwa, and this one already mentioned previously where Iti, Sankato, you know. So maybe we don't use this one, all right? So we can use this one. So this one sometimes is really have to guess what is the relationship between each other. So you can put like, okay, so you put like this. If you're going to put like this, then will be punya, very raw form. No? We are not putting any nominative case punya ewa bala, right? So it solves this one between the link between this punya and bala. What is their relationship? Okay, punya ewa. Now between this punya and bala and sanchita. Yeah. So what is the relationship? Yeah. The power of merit produce. So we go back. It's actually in Pali we read on the opposite way. This is produced by, all right, by the power of merit, which is accumulated sanchita. So during, so maybe we go for this one easy, all right? During the time. So between this sanchita and during, you have the, you can put the locative case here, kale, because it's talking about the time. So between here, you put the kale here. So, but it's a here, still here, punya and sanchita. How are you going to link it? So we look at this example. Do they give any answer? Right. So it's a, this is a kama daraya, according to text here, kama daraya. Okay.
Yeah, Kamadarya.
Determining the punya, right? So this means that kama, so between this text to this punya bala, in between is the kama daraya.
Yeah.
Okay. So because it's talking about the power of merit, sanchita is actually adjective here, right? You can see sanchita accumulate. So it's the power of merit that accumulate. So it's an adjective to here. So in this case, it will be the earlier one we learn like mahapuliso, you know, adjective in the first member. So this is a noun here. So this one is which one? It should be the pubba, the earlier one we call it the pubba.
We say
the
Pubapada.
yeah, pupapada.
Yeah, we say
Visensana pupapada, right? Because the first member, like mahapuliso, the mahapuliso, the maha is the first member, is the adjective here, right?
Yeah.
The mahapuliso. So here mahanda puliso.
So it's number one.
Yeah, it's the number one. Yeah, so it's this one. Where the first member, we call it the first member here. First member here is a adjective. Yeah, this is the second member. All right. So now we solve this one already. Okay. Now between this, the next one, sanchita to kala, or sanchita to aparamita kala, right? All right. So what is the relationship between this one? So you have to break down. All right. Kala is time. So sanchita is immeasurable time, and this is accumulated. So accumulated in the time. So here will be in the time. So it will be locative here, right? So easy. So when it's locative, will be tapulisa. So what is the tapulisa for the locative? Which one? Remember? Satami, all right? Number 7. So it will be locative case here. Apalamita kala locative, right? So you finish the last one. Now the last one, we still have this aparamita kala. You still have to break down them further, right? So kala is time. Aparamita is immeasurable. Okay, immeasurable means that have no limit. Immeasurable time. So in this case, this is an adjective and this is a noun. So it will be which one? Still like just now, the Visesana Pupapada Kamadaya. Because the first member is, so remember when we are talking about adjective, it will be the Kamadaya, right? Because the first member is a Visesana adjective, right? Now you solve it. Then aparamita, you have to break down further. So aparamita means not plus aparamita. So what is this? This is also Kamadaya, okay? So what is the name of this Kamadaya with the na?
No, no.
So yeah, with the na, all right? So go back to the text, look for the na, kama daeda.
Oh, so headache one.
No headache, this is just the name, but it's good to,
Oh, it's
this one,
headache.
this one. Na
For
nipata pupa pada kama daeda, all
Number
right?
8. Number 8.
Okay. Don't
Nani
just
pata
remember the
pupa
number,
daeda.
remember the Pali need, brother. Oh, you got
Yeah,
all the
too
numbers.
long. By so long. Nani
Okay,
pata
so
pupa bada.
pupata, all right? Because it start with a na, all right? So na nipata kama daeda. Na means start with the na. Nipata means indeclarable, all right? The na nipata pupa bada is the first word kama daeda, all right? So we already finished breaking the whole this long sentence. Okay, I mean this is for those who study a high level of Pali. So you all are not in the beginner, you all are in the intermediate class already. Okay, so this is just one example how you're going to break down the complex sentence. Between one complex sentence, they are even like now, I think how many link? So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 link here. Okay, so this one example that show here. Jenny can follow or not?
I can, but after breaking down, also still doesn't know what it means.
All right, so you can see the example here. Right? Yeah, this one, this is the nice example. Aparamite kale sanchitasa punya sa pale, you know. Yeah, here he put the punya sa power and merit as a genitive, which is also possible here, right? So like just now we use the ewa, all right? So this one example, but if you want to put the as a genitive case, you can put punya sa palena, so it will be power of meritorious deed. Here, that's why the translation is different. If we are going to use ewa, it is the power that is meritorious deed. Or if you're going to use the genitive case, will be power of meritorious deed. Okay, so there's a two possibility here. So which one you think is common? So
No right, wrong.
yeah,
Depend on
the
supervisor.
no, depends on the, if you don't understand, you have to check the whole Tipitaka, you know. So you have to check the Tipitaka to see like punya, this one, punya balena. So for this, the connection between punya sa balena, is it like this or is it using the A1 like just now? So you have to search the Tipitaka to determine, you know. There are a few possibilities. Even like Pali, it's not that just fixed rule. Even like that's why there's a lot of commentary written by the ancient teacher. Everybody have different opinion to one of the Pali word right now, you know. You can write in few ways. So this is just example showing this book. I think it's interesting here. So you all go back and then you all try to, for this sentence, like just I already show you how to do it. Jenny, you should try again. All right, try yourself.
I think because I think this is just like, how to say, because this is not in a proper complete sentence, so the possibility can be a lot. If this
Yeah,
word is
right.
used in a proper sentence, you know
Mhm.
the context of the sentence, so
Yes.
it's much easier to analyze a
Yes,
word.
yes. It's also a possibility, but
Yeah.
if somebody just give you a short, not short, it's a long word like this, you cannot say I need to see the context, you know. So
Yeah,
no
because
excuse, yeah. But you still have to do it, yes.
Yes, if this is the case, then you can come
Yeah.
up with a few possibilities. There
Right,
is no
yeah.
right or wrong.
Right. So that's we call it the like work, but we are doing in my university, a lot of students and other university, they are doing the master or PhD. All these are, we call it the research area, you know. So you research and then you're trying to see how they are breaking, you know, between one word to another word. So it's your research. If your research is very good, you can produce up 200 papers based on this word. Right or not? You can find all sorts of possibility.
Yeah.
So
correct.
if you can find only one paper, you can write only one paper for this one. This means that your research is very narrow. But if you can produce up to 200, like my PhD, I did produce up to 200. So these few days are very tiring. Try to analyze a simple, a simple word and try to find the commentary, all the possibility. All right. But if you can really do it like just now, it shows that you are very skillful in the Kama Darayada, in the Tapurisa, and you start to get to know the Bahubihi. Right? This is just an example. This is just an example to test your knowledge. Because if I don't test like this, how do you know? Is it the Tapurisa? Is it the Kama Darayada?
Yeah, this is the application part lah.
Yeah, real application part, Yeah, that's why I like this book a lot. Because he himself is a professor, the Chari Dorisa. Okay, I think the rest is you all can read yourself. It's not so difficult. Yeah. Okay, now. Okay, so we finished this part. So I like to do another book. Yeah. The Pali Make Easy. Still, because I promise you all, I think December we are just going to do more on the grammar point.
So Sagi, so actually, so we should understand the compounds very well lah. Before we can do translation.
Yes.
Before we can attempt translation lah.
Yes, sure. So if you really, but you're lucky. The one I give you, Anguttara Nikaya, the words are very short, not like this. This happened in the commentary. Yeah. This happened in the commentary. Especially commentary is it's not easy to translate that comment. Like my PhD, when I translate the commentary, it really got headache, Can all the point, the blood sugar already dropped down because it's very
So are you just creating work for yourself or what?
Not creating, it's the ancient commentary. Mine is 1,000 years old. Yeah, we don't create, because we are Theravada, so we do respect the ancient teacher and try to translate their message to us in a modern English way. All right. So you all want to know the prefix, right? But prefix actually most of the time the meaning is like that. It will not just go somewhere else, but the meaning is actually somewhere here also. So before you go and do more like this kind of sentence analysis, so at least you should know the prefix and the main word, what main verb here. So what is the relationship? I think the example here given is very nice because it starts with a gachati, right? So abhi gachati. So the meaning of abhi, like abhidhamma, go facing. So if you remember, abhidhamma means higher dhamma. So the meaning of abhi is always like go up or go to a better place here. So adi has a meaning of over, over or attains. So adi gachati, goes over, attain. So anu, the meaning of anu itself is after, goes after or follow. So apa, the meaning is goes away. So what you do, if you see the prefix like this, you just even can check out this one. Just type the word apa. Right. So yeah, in Chinese it's called tuoli. Right. Goes away, right? So gachati is go. Apa, the meaning of prefix here is goes away or turns aside. So that's the meaning of this prefix apa. So you have api also, puts over. Ati, the meaning of ati is always go beyond. Most of the time we see the word ati, or even like somebody step over is ati kamati. Because the meaning of this kam is to step. Okay, this meaning kam is to step. So ati is pass over or step over. So you had down. So awa and o, down. So o, kam is a step. So step down means descend, going down. Or sometimes kam may be like the meaning of move. Then you still have the gachati, all right? So you have how many? Abhi. Gachati is very popular word. So here, abi, adi, anu, apa. Here with the R. So the meaning has changed because the R is back. So comes, go with the back means comes. So you got do's or do jana. Like dukkha coming from this duk. So ni down. So nisidati sits down. Nis, the meaning of nis is always out, right? Nis or ni. Nikachati goes out. So let me go through because I think last time I already do some division. So you have the para opposite. So para bhavati rain. Pari round insulting. So pari bhavati scold. Insult, abuse, wheel around, all right? Pari bhavati. Pati again. Pari puchati. Question in attempt. So like this pati. So for example, if you're interested, you can just type in the Pali. So you can say pati gachati. There are many. So you have maybe pati. Yes, you also got pati kamati. You can see this one. Pati kamati means written here. So there are some here. So you can just check what is the possibility with the pati here. Okay. Pati bahati. Right. All these are in Myanmar dictionary. Right. Anyway, then
yes, the dictionary sometimes the word they only give translation in Myanmar, not.
Why? Because Myanmar dictionary, Myanmar dictionary in here, how many volumes? A4 size. I was talking about A4 size. 200 pages. There are about 10 or 20 volumes in Myanmar.
Oh.
So it's a lot. Yeah. About, I think how many? 20 dictionary. I don't really look at it, but I know it's very thick. It's thicker than the Pali Magazine or thicker than the English Pali dictionary by the Pali Text Society. It's 10 times or 20 times double. So many words, especially in the commentary and sub-commentary, you can find in Myanmar dictionary. This is the reason why I studied Myanmar in the first place, right?
Oh,
because
so you are saying the translation,
the
Pali,
vocabulary
in Myanmar is more, is it? There's more translation in Myanmar.
Right. You can see all these color. You can see all this in a yellow color, brown color, You can see the brown color, all these are from the Myanmar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can see? I can read because I study Myanmar. That's the reason why I want to study Myanmar. Because language is itself, it's true. Language itself is a power, Because by learning a language, you get access to information. Now you can see how many Myanmar things appear. Okay, the one in brown dot. You see?
So, but right,
only
you should be studying Sanskrit also.
No, Pali is Tipitaka is in Pali, not Sanskrit. I don't want to get confused.
They know the base, the root and all that. Because a lot of words come from Sanskrit.
Right. Yes. So for example, when you study the Pali, so for example, like even like let's say like like this, like Buddha, right? This is easy to find. So let's find something. This one I was studying some these difficult words.
Nir, that's the easiest one. Nir.
Yeah.
Nibbana, they come from Nir. Nibbana drops the R.
Oh yeah.
Because you know
Okay.
Sanskrit.
Okay. So look for this one. In jati in Pali. All right. In jati in Pali. So the wording here, this is Sanskrit. It's coming from the R dot pronounced rin, R dot with a rin jati. So with the R dot become I. Yes, R dot it changed to I. So if you want to find the meaning in Sanskrit, you have to find like this RJN. You copy and you do a search in the online, online because there's Sanskrit dictionary online. So you have to find the root meaning in the Sanskrit as well. Beside the Pali root, we can find the Sanskrit root for further meaning. That's also another level. So in our university, the Sanskrit is taught in the master level.
Yeah.
Because it's too confusing for student. For new student, if they have to learn Pali and Sanskrit at the same time, I think they all go.
We go Ping
Yeah,
San.
yeah, Ping San, yeah. Because one thing, the language is too similar sometimes, Pali and Sanskrit. All right, so we got pati, and then we got the sum together. Meet up, all right, sangachati, so meet up together. Su, sukha, like here, sugati, good. Uchakatati, go up. Upa, go near. V. So like vipassana, right? Vipassana with the V here, but it's not going away. So V here, sometimes it means special, right? Because like vipassana, we had a V, but we don't say it's go away. So vipassana with a V here means like visesa. The prefix V coming from this visesa, special or distinct. Or sometimes V also coming from this word viveda. Viveda means in a different types or manifold. So sometimes the prefix V can be explained by this word.
So again, just now the word Visesa, Upada, something like that.
Visesa,
Kamadara.
yeah. Visesana, Visesana, yeah. Special, yeah. Okay, all right. So you all want to continue or enough for today? And you all want to the text. So if you can reach 35, 36, it will be easy for you. I think passive we already go through, right? So last time. So today I think we want to go yeah. So this one from the data and then the secondary, I already mentioned I think a few times. So you all basically can
I think your line's over.